Hi, it's Karen.
And Tim.
From Stamping on the Back Porch. Welcome to another Facebook Live. And today we're going to be doing all kinds of projects with the Everything Curvy bundle. With 2 stamp sets, dies, and a bunch of papers. So it just became available this month. So that'll be fun. But of course, first, we've got mail. So, welcome everyone that is jumping on.
Yes, there's holidays now.
It's just so fun. Now flip this over so we can see there too. This is to us together.
Okay.
Kathleen Zucker from Ohio.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Oh, you want to be in charge of this?
Well, that came just today, so I think. So this.
Oh, so there's an order?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm out. Kathleen's out of order. You just came?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that Tim invested an actual plan into this, so okay, yeah, I'll give it back to him.
I do.
Yes, it is a beautiful afternoon. Karen's saying from Iowa, and it is here too. Our grandson Hank is coming over right after this and he's going to do a couple videos with us. This might be the last nice day we can be outside, and he hasn't come in the house yet. None of our kids have or anything, so we're inching toward that. But we thought we'd fit in one more fun afternoon. Ooh, this is gorgeous. And speaking, oh my goodness, and such a sweet note. Ooh, do I love this. Speaking of what we're doing today, here is a perfect card. Look at that. That is so cool.
That is.
You're 1 in a million. And look how she's colored this in the plaid paper. Love that. So there's a perfect example of what we're doing today. And even on the inside, she put the little strip and just wrote a very, very sweet note. She's in my downline, and
we'll do the four that came in today.
Okay, so I messed up Tim's order, and now he's going to live with it.
Yes.
Is he adaptable or what?
I very much so.
Ruth Norton from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and she's in my downline too, and we visited her and went to one of her amazing events last winter.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was just very fun. Oh, is this gorgeous? Okie doke. This is a thank you I sent gifts out for all my downline that are going to a Stampin' Up! Convention, which starts tonight, and it's all virtual, of course. I mean, the world has changed. So I sent out goodie packets and a little class kit that we're going to do. So how sweet is that? She sent me a thank you for that. And if you notice,
it says
you see some new things on here. Ooh, that is gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Ruth. Love that. Ruth is actually my middle name. I'm Karen Ruth. And
well, that was the only thing that was connected to it.
That belongs somewhere else.
Oh,
so I'll do that.
Goodness.
Got to get our things organized here. We're really disorganized today. I think this
No,
nice weather has
there
put
is
our...
no reason for me to know that they belong someplace else.
No. Oh, okay. So I should be saying I need to get organized.
Well, no.
Okay.
But
I'm messing up your organization.
Why,
it was a card swap card that fell out, so it's okay. I'll show it later.
No, it came in the mail today, Karen. It came in the mail today.
Oh, it really, really did from Meg Levin. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, another very gorgeous card.
The inside fell out on the floor.
Okay.
Okay,
we're really a team today. Okay, I am loving this card. Is there an inside to this? Here is another one. Boy, right in time for this. Boy, I love how she did the stars right above this. And I love how it opens. Like, it is. I absolutely love this. Because this is the way I do cards. I'm having a ball with this. Do you guys know in the early days when we did everything in person, I did a party for my good friend down in Jackson, Mississippi when we were traveling. And another Karen there actually joined my team last night. And she says, Karen, I had to join because if you could stamp like that and be finding success, I figured I could do it too. But I had made a card like this, and I just deadpan said, this is a circle card. This is the way we do it in Minnesota. I just love it. But what a stunning card. And I love that it could be a drop down like this. So see, you're just not expecting it. Oh, thank you, Meg. I think that is just as sweet as could be. Love the colors and the star in there. Oh, so fabulous card. And it's just really fun. Then we have from Amanda Bach in Illinois. Oh, and a nice long letter. How sweet is that? Oh my goodness.
And the
Is that ever sweet? She's got directions. And what a fun card this is. This is a great scrap card. With all of your scraps, look how she's just taken a punch and repeated it over and over. Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm. And then one, same thing, it's popped up with the Let It Snow. And then look how she's done the inside. And then she even put all the things on here. She did it.
With the yellow sticky note.
That is really cool.
That's
Amanda, that is really a gorgeous card. And one of the classes I'm going to be doing coming up sometime is going to be doing the insides and then envelopes. I said, now here is an amazing inside of a card when you actually do the top too. So well done, Amanda. Thank you. And I will read that nice long note later. Oh, this is so fun.
Now we're going back to the beginning.
Okay.
This came a week ago.
So if you just sent us a card and we're not showing it today, it just hasn't arrived because now we're going back. So I said, this is so fun. Okay, from New York, this is Patricia Seifert. Oh, how fun. Oh, I see, I have to just sit and read all these notes afterwards, but I love how she did the little inside. Look at this autumn card. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, that is just so fun. Okay, here's and I love it. And I just like to notice. Now she's got a busy background, and so look how she counterbalances that. She's got these stamps, but they're not colored in. They're just stamped in one color. Isn't that fun? So I always think it's fun to look at different design elements and how things are put together. So, love it. Beautiful card. And this is a card from Jane Brandt, which is, Jane rescued me. I needed some, oh, this is gorgeous. Look how simple this is. And I'm guessing this is a 3-inch square, which means if you have your 6x6 paper, you cut it into quarters and you're going to get 4 cards like this. Isn't that just a great size to put in the middle of a card? I love that. And then the leaf. She rescued me. I was using our brand new papers that we could pre-order for convention for the card kits to send out to my downline, and I was trying to eke out every last little bit, and she offered me some of hers. So,
because she ran out.
To the rescue. So, how fun is that? A beautiful, simple, elegant card idea. Oh, this is really fun. Okay, Kathy asked, how cute is this? A little gnome card done with some of the dies. That is just hilarious. What a fun card. So I'd have to, I see the tree punch and the circle, and this is, I believe, is one of the leaves. Look how cool that is. You can just mix and match all of your different things to create.
That is made with just a bunch of non.
Yeah, see, that's like a leaf.
Yeah, wow.
See, and a circle, and it's tree punch.
She's showing me.
I'm showing her.
She's not showing you.
I'm thinking they're just going to absorb the thing, you know.
Yeah.
But if he's going to ask a question, what am I going to do? You know,
tree, leaf.
Oh, we're going to have you do some punch art cards. We actually do have one of a tractor we set aside for Tim ages ago. He bought a little refrigerator magnet, and I said, that is so cute, but you can't use it until you make a card to go with it. It's still sitting in my pile of things to do.
Yes?
Yes. Because I said, you could do something like that out of punches. So we'll do that. Okay, Kathy Kraft from California. Oh, love. Oh, she's thanking her for the swag bag for me too. Another downline. You know, we are all over the country, which I just love. But I love, now look how she's taken like a square paper, cut it, she's got her 2 corners, and this is that big gold accent that comes in all those, I don't know what it's called, but a big gold foil thing, and just does all the work. That's really stunning. Another just gorgeous card.
She's spending
just beautiful.
She's spending a lot of time explaining each one of these because she doesn't have any projects.
No
she has no project plan for today.
You know that's not going to happen. Okay, Pat Nagy from St. Louis, Missouri, and make sure. Oh, cute cat card, Halloween card. So see, we'll celebrate forever. But isn't that
we got this before Halloween?
We actually got there are a few Halloween cards, and we actually got them, but it was after the Thursday thing. Actually, that Thursday's mail had a few Halloween cards, but it was after we did this. But how cute and simple. Now, when you look at this is also a great kind of card to do with kids, or if your kids are looking to do a whole bunch of stuff for something. Isn't that just cute? Because there's a punch for the cat, and then the other parts are just all put together. So love that. It's a great card and a great layout, and it looks like a cat sitting on a table.
No, it's a piano. Look at it from there. Look at it on there. It looks like a piano.
It looks like a piano, doesn't
because
it?
it's got 3 black keys and 2 black keys.
It does.
Seriously.
And here is another absolutely adorable.
Maybe not.
Tim can read into whatever he wants.
I'm abstract.
Joanne Adams from Canada. Oh, it's fun that we are not only have, but this is just so fun. This is a real throwback card. Who remembers this stamp set? So this tells who of you have been stamping using Stampin' Up stuff for a long time. These reminded me of the Campbell's Kids things, just such a vintage look. And this was the fold that we made a whole bunch of cards of a few weeks ago. Isn't that just adorable? I think that is just absolutely. Nancy said she's a newbie here. Welcome. We love to have people come, and we love it when people share, and then your friends come on too. So I just love it. Every now and then I see a name pop up that says that, but I love that. But I thought, what an absolutely sweet card.
And
love it.
I like her how this is made by her.
Yeah.
Inspired by it.
You know what? That is cool. And so then it's punched out. So she's puts on a punch and then adds it. So it's really noticeable. That's really cool. I like that. Sandy Stanky from Iowa. Oh, is this adorable? Oh my goodness. She put a photo of this on Quilt Week because we were doing quilt cards. So look at the Halloween quilt card. How amazing is that? You can take any idea and turn it into something. This is an actual quilt that she showed during Quilt Week. If you guys saw our Quilt Week card over in the Back Porch Stampers, it was amazing. So she made this card in honor of her quilt. Just, I did a whole series where I did cards and quilts. Look at that, Tim. That is just...
She has a Halloween quilt?
She has a Halloween quilt. Wow. Now, that is a true quilter.
That's specialized.
That's very specialized. And how sweet is this? I think how fun. That is an absolutely adorable idea. I love this for Halloween, and then it just inspires me to think you could do this for probably all kinds of things. I love just these little tiny characters. Oh, that is just really cute idea. Oh, these are such fun ideas, you guys. Kathy Turner from Oregon. Oh, and that is just so nice. Oh, nice thank you from her. Here is another great idea for classy, simple cards. Do you see how these are just squares? How cool is that? You can use your designer series paper. These are all designer series paper. And then it's got the 2 squares and one is just angled. Another great scrap card. You could use up all kinds of things. And all you need is your focal point, which could also just be words, a circle with words. But that is beautiful. Love that fall look with the leaves. Yeah, people are being very, very creative here. That is for sure.
I gotta see what you're talking. Oh my goodness!
Isn't that great? This is such a great layout.
From a distance, you can't tell that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's just this is what I couldn't see it from looking at the screen, but it is very cool.
Oh, and so fun from somebody else. Oh, another thank you from Jackie. I have to make sure if I spell your name. Is that Pozlusny? See, I'm gonna really butcher your name here. Pozlusny.
Since I read it at a 2nd grade level, maybe I should.
Okay, yeah. You want to sound it out for us?
I have an excuse.
Do you want to sound us out for it? From Illinois. Doing it this way. Another, this is really fun because we're talking about different layouts as we go through. And this is just like your, just a strip. And you lay it across and then decorate it. Is that just awesome? I love it. And then she's got this on for the decorations and she's got her leaves. So it's like a wreath built into the stamp. I love it. And she's got a nice letter in here too that I will read later. Oh, I just love that. That's what I go do afterwards. Well, not today because Hank will be here, but I settle in and read these, so I just love doing that because I don't look at things ahead. Nancy Moncombe from Minnesota. Oh my goodness. This trifold card that we did that time. Oh, you guys, the ideas people have been posting, this has been such a hit and so fun. And sometimes we talk about if you want to really make a statement, just make it oversized. So this is the same thing, but done in an oversized. How awesome is that? That is absolutely amazing. Witches and goblins and spooks. Oh my. That is Fabulous. I'll let you put that back on. But thank you, Nancy. That is a gorgeous card.
Just this by itself is just
look at those details.
striking.
Karen Taka says, cute cards today and every day. You're right. And it makes mail so fun. I know in the Back Porch Stampers, people have been commenting how fun it's been. People put in when there's a need for someone, might be a parent or somebody that's sick or whatever, and then people send cards. And I just love that it's a community that loves to do that. Sharon Lynch from here in Minnesota. Another thank you. Okay, this is too funny. Do you guys remember? Okay, I got to set this up first. Whoa! He's got to find it. Okay, we had what we're calling it the traveling moose card. Is it went from a card and then on here, and we took it off here to put it on Tim's latest card. It's been on 3 things so far because I can't find my moose punch, and I think it's out on loan, but I don't know who. This is hysterical. A bunch of moose. Sharon, that is awesome.
So what's their names? Mooses or
Meese? No.
Meese?
Oh, that is, no, moose can just stay the same. That is hilarious. Oh, is that ever fun?
It is.
And this,
what do they call it? Confetti. Confetti mooses.
and she said, enjoy a few more moose to finish your projects. Oh, that is hilarious. And you know what this shows? Just the humor of what we can do to brighten people's day. And when you can think of something that ties into something and you send a card for just because, that is hilarious. And then this adorable card that I got from Kathy. It was just a card. She was my Kathy Osm. I thought, isn't that sweet and simple, slimline? We got the old goat. Such an awesome card.
She called you an old goat?
These are amazing cards.
Who called
so
you an old
this
goat?
is really fun.
What is that?
Oh, the stamp set is.
Okay. See, look in the mirror.
Oh, she didn't put a moose on the up there, so we added it to our fall decor here. Anyway, that is hilarious. So, my only quick announcement is just the card kit for this month is with the In the Pines. This is one of the 3 cards. They're lovely cards. I love the stamp set. One of these Thursdays, I'm going to do a whole bunch more with this bundle too, because I love the bundle. And
have we gotten any? Have we?
We had a really busy day, and I didn't go on to see.
Timothy,
so we're waiting.
Timothy
so we have TSG J4 CXU. That is the host code for the month.
Says, good job for, see, clearly, we don't know.
Okay, and we are ready to get started. That was really fun. What an awesome way to start this off.
You lost moose.
We might be finding moose all over the house. I just think that is just hilarious. Okay, I'm going to start with showing 3 cards that I've made from this, and then I'm going to make 2 cards, variations of 2 cards that we showed on Monday night that people loved. So, in this stamp set, I don't know where the whole thing went to, but one of the stamps is this, and then you have the cutouts. And so I'm going to turn this into a quick card. Today I think I'll use this. Yeah, I go back and forth between what I use. But to show how I'm going to do this is my first layer. So my base card is always half a sheet of cardstock. You can cut it either way, score it in half, and then be in half. And then we start going 1/4 inch down. So this is 5 1/4 by 4. And then we're going to go down to 3 1/4 by 5. Anyway, if that makes sense. So, and I want this. Here's my plan. I want the part below this to be this color and this part to be this color. So I'm going to start with words. I'm going to use the you're 1 in a million, which goes this way, which means my stamps good. My flowers are going to go that way. So you get all these curvy words. So it's always kind of fun when you just have a different look. Are you laughing at me?
Well, I am. I'm not sure if you know what you're doing.
Okay.
Now
that's okay. When we get to your card,
I know.
We won't have any. We'll all know you know what you're doing.
Little or no training.
Okay. 1 in a million. So now I put that on. And then let's see, I'm going to just sort of guess at this. Okay. How about this, Tim? I'm kind of just
I think that's
going
good.
Like that. Does that look good?
Yes.
Okay. If not, I'll just send him to find more paper. If I put that on there, and I just want to make sure that this will be oh, it worked.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Good job.
So just an easy way to do these cards up quickly, and they can say so many things.
That was
Yeah, so how many of you have gotten this set and played with it? It just became available. You know, as demonstrators, we could get it early, so that's why we would get it early. But I know some of the others of you have it now too, so I think it is pretty fun. So I'm going to put this on. And then on this part, I'm just going to show the finished card. I actually put it on dimensionals. So this one, and then I just added a little gem. But I just think that's just really a fun autumn card. You're 1 in a million.
And those colors are perfect together.
Yeah, so it's just kind of a fall color. Now I'm going to do one with birds, and I did these. I'm just going to quickly show these. I did these on a little preview sneak peek video. That was just a short video earlier. I love little bird cards, and these little birds are just adorable. So a couple things I wanted to just point out. Yeah, I didn't like how this one was colored, but so when I'm putting these through the die cut, I would do all 3 birds, and most cards you could use any of the birds, but if you notice, I did all of them, so then when I run them through the die machine, I can do all 3 at one time. And I use either a little washi tape or just a little Scotch tape to just hold them flat, but you don't want to just mess and do one at a time. So I had all these ready, and then I put them through. Ooh, some of you have it, but you haven't played with it yet. Well, this will be some fun ideas. So for this card, I'm going to use, I forgot to score this. So, you know, in a pinch, when you have cut your paper this way, it works okay this way because I'm going to fold it with the grain. And if I don't want to take the time to score it, I can just take my bone folder and do it like that. And because it's with the fold, with the grain, it works out very nicely. So now what I'm going to do is I already have, this wasn't cut out the best, but we're going to use it anyway because it might be the only one I have left. And I have a little bird. Okay, so first I added a layer. Now this went through the subtles folder. And this is then 5 1/4 by 4. A bunch of you are waiting for yours to come. So that's always fun. And, you know, it is available. Now, the one, I think it's the Christmas one, is only going to be available now through Christmas, and the rest of it then will be available again later. So I wanted to make a frame. Let's see, I have a smudge there. I would have used the other side because it's a subtle folder, but maybe I can put my frame there, and maybe I'm not going to care. Okay, so this is how I made my frame. These are 2 of the stitched frame dies, my absolute most used die set. If you don't have that, but see how these are 2. And then when I'm going to use these, I put a little tape, either washi tape or this. I put them down and then I do that. It won't stick to the paper, but when I run it through the Big Shot, then I'm going to have all these. I made a bunch of these for card swaps, and I have all the little inside squares I'll be using for something coming up soon.
So what comes out, that size and a smaller size?
It's a frame. Yep. So the smaller size, I have a whole little pile of them.
You're not using those right now?
Not on this card.
Okay.
They're saved. I put them in a little envelope in I keep all these extra dies and things. And they'll be a nice size. I could use them like either 1 as an accent, or I could do something with 3. So they'll be a really fun thing to use.
Does that depend on how many smudges you have on your paper?
Yeah, it probably does. You know what? I could also, I'll make this one sideways because my other one, I'll do it sideways. Then I'll hide my smudge. Okay. And actually, I'm not happy with this either, but you know what? I think I sent out all the rest of them so far. So maybe I won't even put this down because I may redo this one before I actually send it.
Put it down and say that Tim made it.
Oh, okay. Write Tim's name on the back. But this is my idea. So I said we'll have the flowers coming through there.
And if I made it, the smudge should be obvious.
The smudge belongs. Okay. And then I'm just going to add the little bird. And I thought, and this feels like a spring card. So I just love stamp sets and bundles that can be all year round. So see, this was the original one, but they both work. And to see how birds could be facing anyway. I just think that's really a fun
I love
card.
it. I love it.
So that's pretty cool. What size squares are these? I could measure, but I will tell you they're the stitched squares, so I'm not sure
Did you use different borders?
You ask me again when I get to my scoreboard, because we're going to use that on the last project.
Like
I'll measure them.
border than that one.
Yes, it's user error. It's just how it got put on.
Okay.
It's all good. No, it's your vision, Tim.
Yeah,
Might
it
be
is.
time for vision. Okay, your card is up next.
What?
Bring that over. Yes.
Wow.
Okay. So
quick.
those are a couple of ideas.
Okay. Here.
And I'm going to show you what I gave Tim. So these are trees, from the stamp set.
Yes.
I like to think I'm master of the obvious sometimes. I just want to point that out. But I want to show you that when and this isn't the exact one, but can you see how when I ran these through that I saved the bottom once I figured out the size I was doing, and then I used the bottom for this card. It makes great snow. Isn't that fun? This is a little bit, I took a picture of this outside. I put it next to a little snowman I made. It got a little melty, but it's just kind of, to me that fits. It just kind of adds. It's a little blizzardy.
Dirty snow is kind of typical.
So if you are cutting this apart, just make sure, plan it. So use the other edges too. Okay, so he's got some pieces to make a card with.
I'm going to spend the first 5 minutes poking out all those little holes. But
and while you're doing, there was an issue.
I'll
do this, yeah. There was an issue, but it was a website issue. Rebecca was saying about trying to order it and then did it. It was some kind of a website mess up. So
it doesn't take that long.
It is available. No,
But look at how many.
You can be really. I'm trying to think of the word to describe this, Tim. Where you just want it all just perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Or it also is a decorative look now to keep a lot of punch things in. So just know you have the power when you make a card.
So what I should do is put some of these back in.
We should put them back in, yes. I think you should pop some up. So we just got them added. But I love that either way works.
Speaking of snow.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what I got to work with. So I don't think that goes on there. But I think it goes... I don't know what I'm doing.
And you're going to notice this green doesn't go all the way up to the top because I cut it so it'd be 3 inches wide so I could get more out of a piece of paper. So you're always kind of going with your paper. So does that work for you?
Okay. I'm not sure. Are you talking to me or the people out there?
Whoever wants to answer.
Okay. See, I should pay attention when Karen tells me what I'm doing because I have no clue. Okay, does this go
I just said, here are your pieces. Yep,
Okay,
that looks good.
That's good? Okay.
Do you want to put that on? We go back and forth between the two-way glue and using this. So I said it's a... And, and he's really being an overachiever today. He's going to really make sure no one takes this card apart. Just can get stuck right there.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Okay. It's just playtime,
Karen's got her hand out like she wants to help me.
Okay, I'll move it.
Okay, Tim, here we go. Okay. That's not too bad.
No,
That's
looks
not
good.
It's not that good.
Looks good.
Okay. I'll use.
So many choices.
There is.
Rebecca says we can make a lot of these cards and then put them in a little snow globe. Oh, that would be hilarious. That would be really fun to do. I was noticing when I was putting these through my table was getting a whole lot of this, and then you scrape them off the plate, and they really were piling up.
Who said that? Rebecca?
Rebecca, yes.
So then we could just send them all in an envelope to Rebecca, and she'd open them up and they'd be all over the house.
Instead of the mousse, she'd have confetti all over the house.
I really like that other. I like the old-fashioned. Is it supposed to go under?
Yeah, just like that.
I like the old-fashioned.
You just haven't gotten used to this.
Well, okay.
It's hard to teach certain people new things. I won't fill in the blanks. And otherwise, there is glue. I actually really like this. So, It is that. And, you know, I do make more cards than Tim. So.
I know. Most people didn't realize that until just now. They realized that by how I was putting this together. Uh-oh.
That's okay.
Different
That's not, if we
sizes.
cared, we could have checked that ahead of time,
No,
but we don't
okay.
really care.
Okay.
And you know, a card like this doesn't need to be Christmas, so that's why we're using the peaceful moments, and there are a whole bunch in here that fit. And I thought, so what does this say? It says,
Wishing you what?
every happiness the special day will bring. So this could be a nice birthday card, anything special. And then if you're going to stamp something like this, it's nice to just stamp your words first, put it in upside down, and that way you'll just be guaranteed to get it straight.
Guaranteed.
I won't say anything.
Oh, jeez. No,
Donna Dressed, that's what his vacuum's for all these little things. Yes, that's right.
It doesn't go any other way. You can't do it any other way.
No, that's right.
Okay. I thought you were telling me you was doing it upside down.
Well, no, I was making a comment about how perfectly straight you were getting it, but you actually did. You did good there.
Okay.
And you want to put that on with these?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I love
Yes,
those.
because you love those. But you could make a whole bunch of cards like this for a variety of reasons, and it's just nice to have cards done for the winter.
Oh, my goodness. Considering I don't have any fingernails. Now, I can put this wherever I want.
Yes, and of course, this could have added to it a little green ribbon. I mean, you could add anything you wanted to decorate that. So fun, great card. So that's another idea. And then I have two more ideas that are taken from what I showed on Monday night. This beautiful card is from Leanne Graff. So we're going to use her ideas. I had done a card similar to this, but it's been a while. So I thought, and you notice these are circles. So we'll
I
take
love
that.
card.
Isn't that just gorgeous?
Well, it's such an optical illusion.
Yes. So I will take hers as incentive, but we'll change it up because that's what we do. You know, you take an idea and then you just create.
You know, I'm starting to
something
be
else.
thankful that you gave me this card.
I did say I had
It's-
choices today, but some of them, you know, he said, no, give me whatever's easy. Okay, you can get the assembly card. And I already had this, or otherwise I might have put a different, and I thought, oh, might as well use this. But here's what's cool. We are back to the circle dies. The stitch dies, the circle dies, the oval dies, they all come together in one bundle, and you get 4 sizes. So these are the 3 larger sizes. There's one even smaller. And you will notice, and this is all the new paper we're using too. So I just used the different sizes, did these, and then I cut them all in half. So they're all cut in half, and that's what creates this card. So I just think that is really fun. I will set those aside. And okay, and people like your card too.
Made that?
Leanne Graff, isn't
that
it
is-
great? It's an awesome. This is an awesome card, and I love those colors. But you know, we'll do something similar, but a little different, because that's how we create. You know, you start with an idea, and I'm going to. Whoa! I want to show that side.
People are saying they love my card. That is so nice.
Go ahead. Oh, okay. Am I doing that? Let's see if we're doing it right. Do you see I'm putting 3 half circles all off on an edge like that? So how cool is that? And then we're going to do the same off on the opposite edge for the top part. And that's what gives you this optical illusion. And again, we're going to line them up right there. Now, this is also lovely done in solid colors. You can do this in anything. We're just highlighting the new paper, so doing it that way. But how cool is this? So here is your optical illusion. So I'm going to put that on. I'll put that. And I'll do this one. We'll see how this goes. And I actually didn't mean to leave all this space over here. I didn't. Okay, let's see if I can change this. No. So that's okay. We'll live with it, because it's what we do. Now, if I did this and I totally hated how it turned out, but I'm going to be fine with it, I would just cut this off again, resize it, and put it on something else. That's just how we do things. So then I took these extra little trees. You know, we're cutting out all these trees for the card kit this month. I'm going to cut out a bunch of these. I didn't necessarily have a plan, but as long as you're cutting, you might as well do everything. And I'm just going to cut this apart. So my thought was I could put, oh, let's see, I might put 2 trees down there then. Okay, this is how I'll fill the space. And this one will get its own little, I'm not, it's a little, you know, I mean, there are trees like that in nature. They're not all just perfectly Christmas trees.
No, I
so,
actually thought you did a good job.
Okay, so that'll work. So I'm going to put these on, and this is just to inspire you to think of what else could I put on here. You know, you can do all kinds of things with this. And here are 3 trees here. That little one's kind of in the back.
And did you notice that she held the scissors straight? And
yes, and move the paper.
Move the paper.
That is the biggest fussy cutting tip, Tim.
Yes.
You are
paying attention.
You are paying attention. Okay, so now that's fun. And then I put on to thank you for all you do. So this is going to be a nice thank you card. And then I thought,
let's finish it.
oh, okay.
Let's tape it down.
I'll finish it. I'll put some of these little ones on. But I was just going to show these. You know, you can take the blends, so because they're permanent, and color anything. So I colored some rhinestones here, and I also colored some of these white, all the trimmings, to just show that you could do either. Which do you think we should put on here for our little gems, Tim? Which do you prefer today? Because you can see this is really a monochromatic card. The Sahara Sand is really kind of a monochromatic card. Okay,
that's my
and then
first choice.
Shaded Spruce is the other color in here. So
That's
we'll
my
put
first
this
choice.
on. Okay, so I'm going to lay this right across. Whoop, I want a little higher. So you see I should have done this before I put the trees on. I think we want to see the tree top. Right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to put the tree a little lower, and then I will add gems. And I'm adding them on this side because my words are so far over there. If I put the words in the middle, I probably would have done 2 and then 1. You know, you can kind of do whatever. But there you have the same idea. Switch up what you're doing, and you have a fun, different card. I think that is just so cool. Mary says she loves my co-host. Thank you. I do too.
Okay.
No,
Just wait.
We are so lucky we get to do. Okay, Tim is going to add the finishing touch here. Oh, look at this. Okay, it is now a Christmas card. How cute is that? So how fun is that? So just think of all the things you could do with that layout. Connie says Tim is a good student. He's come a long way in 10 years. Back when he used to always just hammer the table and then everything would just kind of go flying.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Now this was done by Laura Bartow, and I haven't made one of these in years. It is so fun to go back and do fun things again. This is, you can see it's a little thicker. This is a Christmas box card, or this is a Christmas one, but it really is a box card, which it could be for anything. How cool is that?
Turn around, show it to
and
them.
I think
and
this way the gift card fits in the right way. Do you see how the gift card will just nestle right in there?
I'm just amazed by that card. I think it's
Isn't
beautiful.
that just gorgeous? I'm going to make a simplified, I mean, the box will be the same. I love how she's decorated this, but I wasn't going to go all this work. So thank you, Laura Bartow. So this is what we're going to do next. And this is what I said, if you want to do this along, it's just an 8.5 by 10 inch piece of cardstock, or you could just use copy paper if you're just going to do the pattern, you know, and then do it later. And I'm expecting to see a lot of card fold boxes like this and this style in the Back Porch Stampers, because that's kind of what happens after this. People use these ideas and then they share their versions. So make sure you've joined over there if you haven't already. So I'm going to give you this. Okay, so I have my 8.5 by 10. And I have my scoreboard. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to score at this side at 2 and 3.5. I'm going to turn it all the way around. 2 and 3.5. And you know, if you come back, so the replay is up right away, so you can always just come back and then go ahead and and look for this. But tomorrow I will have all these things on my blog with the actual patterns and directions visually. Okay, notice how this now fits pretty much in the middle. You know, considering I'm doing it live, it fits just fine in the middle. So this kind of makes this part of the box. Then to do the rest, we're just going to score at 1.5 and at 1.5. Okay, and now someone want to know how big these squares were, so I will see. I said I'd do it when I had this out. This measures 2.25, so so it'd be 2 inches, 2.25. That would be the size there. Okay, so here's my box.
And since that was a square, she didn't have to measure the other side.
Yeah, well, you know, I like to just flip things, so I only have to remember 2 score things. Oh, on those. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm just slow in the draw here. Okay, I'm going to point out one. Okay, I'm going to cut all the way through here.
Wow, sure.
You know, and this part is going to be so similar. If you've done other boxes, you know, a lot of it is really the same. On a lot of boxes, we cut off the 4 corners. That's what we're going to do today. First, I came all the way into these. Then I'm going to go around and finish lopping off the 4 corners. So, Tim, you could make a scrap card out of these if you feel so inclined. If you feel like putzing today.
I could do a quilt.
Said grandson Hank is coming over and we're going to do 2 videos. We're going to do 2 technique videos. I told Tim one is going to be with him, so Tim is going to teach Hank, or vice versa. A technique, we'll see. I said that will be fun instead of just me doing with him. But so this looks kind of similar to other boxes, and look at how cool this is. You can just see it right now. Do you see how this makes a box? This is typically how we would make a box. But what's interesting, we're going to have to get this to fold. So here's the trickiest part. We used to sell a simply scored. Keep requesting it back. I'm always requesting it back, but we haven't gotten it back. So this part right here measures 3 inches. So I'm going to make a little note at 1.5, and I'm going to make it bigger than I would typically. I'm just marking the center here at 1.5, because I'll show you how I'm going to do it on my scoreboard. Because see, I can fold this in, and I have made, this is the line I'm going to use. This is just so I can see a line. I'm going to put that right on my line, and this right on the line. So do you see when I connect, I will have that right in the middle. So really, this is a nice little way to do it. I'll flip it this way, and I'll do the same. I find this just easier than using another kind of board. Now, if you do not have a scoreboard, then what I would do is I would take a catalog. I'd still measure this. I'd put this on a catalog, put a ruler up, and just score it a bunch of times. So just know you can wing it if you don't have something there. Okay, so if you get the right parts here, I'm going to do that and that. So I'm just going for the middle.
So did you invent this little movement?
Oh, no. All these patterns. This is just a little like origami box. There's so many fun ideas just in a variation. I mean, you can do origami, you can do all kinds of things. But no, we have done these for many years. And now you can see I'm just going to fold on that. But this is just awesome. I think this is so cool. Do you see how now when I close this up, my box is going to fold in? Isn't that just amazing?
That's so sweet.
So now we have the 4 ends, and just like usually when we do boxes. Oh, good. You guys are liking this. Is anyone making one with me, or are you going to do it after we're done? Now, I do generally like to trim these a little. I'm just not going to take the time just so they will fold in a little better. I'm just going to quick put this on though. So we make this. Your first one when you make something like this always takes a little longer because you're figuring it out. But if you just watch me, you can just see if you're making a bunch of these, they wouldn't take long at all. And to put inside, we're making this as a gift card holder, but you could put in anything that's little and flat, and including, I think it would be really fun to put in little tags, gift tags for something. So
you don't want to know
that would be fun. Oh, I'm missing one. Yeah, details. Another reason I wanted to show this was my next class, which is a week from this weekend, and it's only $15 when you join the All Good Cards Club, is all going to be a variety of gift card holders. And this is not one of them, but here's another idea. So here's a bonus idea. Because so many of us give gift cards or other little gifts. It doesn't even have to be gift cards. You know, they're basically like different little fun folds. You could put all kinds of things in them. But when you give gift card holders, then I think the wrap really matters, because that's what makes it feel special. And you can get a fun gift card and then make a package that even is designed around it. So you can get one with a snowman and make a little snowman holder, do all those kind of things. Okay, now I'm just going to make sure when I close this up that this is square. Okay, so that's that side. And now we'll do this side. And we'll do another. Oh, Sherry's making them with. Most of you are saying you'll make yours after. That's why I thought sometimes if I'm doing a pattern like this, even if you work along with just copy paper, then you don't even have to measure. You just can bend it in, and then you just kind of remember, oh yeah, that's how we did it. So I often will do that for just figuring out a pattern. It's just easier to work with than, Tim, I'm feeling like you. I can't get this off. Okay, I'll put this in. And this one. And now these insides will just fold in. And then I'm going to just take my
bone folder.
Or, oh, here it is. And just get it all smushed down a little better.
Oh,
now I'm going to put a tree on mine. So I already did one. This was my other one I did in green.
She took Tim's bone folder.
I did. We each have our own. So on the inside, I didn't want to do this for Christmas. So again, I'm using the same papers that come in this set. Oh, I just love this with the green. It's a Starbucks gift card.
And what are those?
And it says a little happy birthday.
What are those?
What are those? Grape? No, what are they? Grapes, I thought. What are they? Oh, no.
Green coffee beans.
See what I know? I was going to say, no, they're not grapes. And I look at them, green coffee beans. And I love oh, that's interesting. So this, if you want to, I'll tell you what the measurement of this is. This is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And then I just took a little bit of this, did the 3 ends so the gift card would fit right in there. And you lay that in, and we've got a fun little birthday gift. And then for the 2 sides, since I'm using the same paper, and I'm using a different one of the edges here, I will put these on. And I'm going, whoops. Now I'm leaving some of mine in there. I'm just pointing that out because if it bugs you, you could take them out. And I guess this is going to go all the way to the center. I don't know if I planned this or not. So,
Tim will take them out.
Or have Tim do it. No, but I love that either way works. So I'm going with the easy way. Okay, so I'm going to put these on the side. I have no idea if these stripes, I was paying no attention to this, if they're going to close up. Oh, they close up well. I didn't know if they were going to be very matched or not. Then I took, this is from the In the Woods dies. So it's not the In the Pines, which is what we're using this month. You could never have too many trees or leaves, in my opinion, because I love nature cards. But this is another one that is really awesome. And I just wanted to put this in the middle. Now I could add words kind of coming across. So what I'm going to do with my card is just put adhesive down one side. And make sure none is showing. I'm going to close this up and decide what's the middle. And there is a very fun little card box. You could do all kinds of things with them. So the Curvy dies are, pretty fun. So that's really what I'm showing. But, all of the ideas that we show can be used with anything. And that is really how we all learn to be creative. We see something and then we change it, use what we have, change colors, do all that, and it ends up looking different, but you still learn from that. So that's why it is so fun now for us to see all the cards that you guys will start posting using these ideas. So hopefully you had fun with this. Let me know if you have any ideas. I'm going to put a link above to the All Good cards, which will be the gift holder class. I don't know if I said that. We're going to do 8 different styles. So, and you get the PDFs forever. So you will know whether it's birthdays, anything you ever want to do. And And then all of these measurements and a photo step by step will be on my blog tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
And if you watch Hank and Karen, or Grandma and Hank,
It's not going to be live, though. I'm going to just do it as a video.
Oh, okay. But that'll be the quietest time of the afternoon. The rest of the time we'll be playing soccer. And
I know. Yeah, I know. We do that
around.
first, and then we run around and get our exercise in. So that's good.
It is. Keeps us young.
Yes. Oh, we love it. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Karen was complaining that Tim doesn't get up soon enough and go turn off the machine, you know. But I just like to talk, you know.
Kathy Oss was telling some friends about that, how I can't get Tim. So she is off and on here, and she's been a good friend forever. But she was telling somebody that. So I said, yes. I said, Tim.
She's off and on, or she's off and on.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the last bit of this glorious weather if you live anywhere near us. And we'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
Night. Bye.